Previously, we tackled the transformation of 3 and F. For reference, here are the tables for the 3 and F. With that in mind, let's proceed to the entity relationship diagram.
In user to subscription table, each user has a subscription. So the subscription ID in the user table acts as a foreign key by linking it to the subscription table. This means one subscription plan can be used by many users. So the connection to it is one-to-many relationship. For example, multiple users can share the same subscription type, such as basics and premium, and etc.
So, in the relationship between the user table and the viewing activity table is one-to-many. That means one user can have a multiple viewing activities. For example, one time a user watches an episode, a new record is added to the viewing activity table. This record includes the watch date, time, duration, whenever it was completed, and even the rating they gave. We don't store or show genre details in the viewing activity table to avoid repeating data. Instead, it just links to the episode ID, which already knows the show and genre. This design keeps the data clean, avoid duplication, and makes it easy to track what each user is watching. Titles entity and episode entity have a relationship of one-to-many, because one record in titles can have many corresponding episodes. This is shown by the foreign key title ID in episodes pointing back to the titles. And the business rules it was applied is every episode must belong to a valid title. A title can exist without episode, yet episodes are identified by combination of season plus episode number, making them unique within the title. And as to why we did it, this ensures episodes are logically grouped under a series or show, prevents episode from floating without a show title, useful for organizing content, displaying all episodes under a show, and managing release schedules. And for as to episode entity and viewing entity, we have a one-to-many relationship also, because one episode can appear in many viewing activity records. Each viewing activity row stores a specific user's watch event that episode via episode ID. And the business rule it was applied is every viewing activity must reference a valid episode. An episode can exist even if no one has watched it yet. A user can create multiple view activities for the same episode. And as to why we did it, this ensures viewing logs are tied only to valid content, prevents invalid or orphaned watch records, supports analytics, tracking what episodes are popular and how much time it is watched, user references, and completion rates.
So for title entity and title genre entity, we use relationship like one-to-many. One title can link to many genre records, allowing each title to belong multiple genres without duplication. This satisfies rule number 3, a show may fall under multiple genres, and rule number 5, avoid repeating show genre. For genre entity and title genre entity, we use also a one-to-many relationship. One genre can link to many title genre records. So a single genre like sci-fi can describe multiple titles. This also supports rule number 3 and rule number 5 by storing genres once and reusing them via title genre table. Why this design? So using title genre as a bridge, we achieve a many-to-many relationship between title table and genre table. The title genre is a junction table that resolves many-to-many relationship between titles and genres. It supports flexibility, multiple genre per title, and normalization, no redundant storage.
The type table is related to the titles table through the type ID attribute, establishing a one-to-many relationship where a single type, such as movie or TV show, can be linked to many different titles, but each title belongs to only one type. This structure supports the business rules by ensuring that while a user may watch multiple shows or episodes, each title is clearly categorized under one type, avoiding redundancy in storing information about whether it is a movie or a TV show. Since each episode is tied to a specific show and season, and shows may belong to multiple genres, the relationship between type and titles provides a clean way of organizing shows without repeating unnecessary details. Furthermore, the design works alongside viewing activities where timestamps and user ratings are stored separately, so that genre, show, and episode information does not need to be duplicated, maintaining efficiency and consistency in the database.
The devices table is related to the viewing activity table through the device ID, forming a one-to-many relationship where a single device, such as laptop, smartphone, or smart TV, can record many viewing activities, but each viewing activity is associated with only one specific device. This setup ensures that when a user watches multiple shows or episodes, the system can accurately track not only what was watched, but also the device on it which it was viewed. By linking devices to the viewing activities, the database supports the business rule that each viewing activity includes both a timestamp and a user rating, without repeating the same device information for every record. Instead, the devices table stores the unique details about each device once, and the viewing activity table simply references it, thereby avoiding redundancy while maintaining a clear record of when, where, and how content was watched.